morning. How are you today? Well, it's pretty cold out today. I'm near this fabulous lake, and that probably doesn't make it any warmer, but it is pleasant to look at. I'm in an open field. In terms of open field, the honeymoon period in Washington is I think over, and people are back at work, and the Republicans are fighting as they usually do and resisting, probably going to resist the package to help America deal with the pandemic, because unless they see money for Wall Street, they're not interested in Main Street, and Main Street needs a lot of help right now. And we also have the question of the pandemic, and Biden has thrown himself into that, even so much as to resist having the impeachment. And I understand that. He has what he wants to get done, but it's not a distraction in this sense. The government philosophy has got to be to endorse democracy, not autocracy. And so the impeachment is no longer just about Trump. It's really about the definition of America. How do we stand? What do we believe in? What are we going to do about it? And the answer is we have to make a firm statement about the misconduct of Trump, not only because it's a question of accountability and to send a message how we treat autocrats who incite insurrection, but we have to send a message to the world and to these groups in America who think that violence makes sense. Now, I've received some questions about how would I try the case, and there are several ways to look at it. Once before I said you could try a case thin, meaning you only used a few witnesses and you opened and closed in a very punchy way, and leaving nothing for the defense, Trump, to say in opposition. And there's some value in that, but if you want to persuade, maybe you have to do more. And I also think you have to do the kinds of things you do at a regular trial. So for instance, I would move to exclude as jurors Hawley, Cruz, and Graham. And the first two are the strongest. And I would make that a fight, because I think it is right that they should be excluded as jurors, because they have an inherent sense that they're autocrats, and they've said as much. Next up, in terms of who I'd have as witnesses, well, I think the three amigos should be called. That is Don Jr., and Rudy. All of them spoke inciting the rally and the mob to go up and to take over the Capitol. So they all had to have conversations together. They all should be summoned to the Hill. Will they take the fifth? I don't know. But we should not just be trying Trump. We should be also trying the Senate, because it's going to affect our philosophy going forward on what we think America's about. And, you know, they talk about winning the hearts and souls of people. Well, America in the election decided they wanted a democracy. If there's a mandate, it's that. If there's a mandate about demeanor and values, it's what the voters said, both in the popular vote and the electoral vote. We're on notice today that the Times uncovered a story in which they were going to throw out the acting attorney general to get a cooperative acting attorney general who would lean on Georgia and get them to declare that Trump, not Biden, was the winner. Now, let's analyze that for a little bit. Turning around Georgia wouldn't turn around the election. So why did he want to do it? It was, if he could get a victory anywhere, he hoped to use that to foment and incite the riot that he created, the mob that charged the Hill and stormed the Congress. Now, the Georgia call that Trump made is already a part of the resolution to impeach. So it's already relevant by the terms of the resolution. So that's another witness that I would have in there, one or more of the people in the Attorney General's office, to show that the thinking of Trump was all along to do exactly what we believe that he was trying to do, which is overthrow the government, make himself president. President en vie, if possible, president for life. So that's kind of how I see the headlines. The impeachment resolution will be conveyed to the Senate on Monday by Speaker Pelosi. In my opinion, it's a mistake to delay the trial, but that's the Senate's view, and I'm sure that's Biden's influence because he wants to get certain things done, and I understand that. But this is, it's hard to believe, but in terms of government, this question of the impeachment and what kind of a nation we are is fundamental, and we shouldn't lose the momentum. We should be going forward, but there it is. I may be joining Ari Melber on a special on Sunday night at 10 o'clock on MSNBC to talk about the trial. I originally thought short and fast was easy. Like I said, try the case thin. Now I'm thinking do whatever it takes, because this issue is going to ride with us for